Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again. This is my God Hand hard mode fun run, no damage. This is stage 6-1, Night on Bald Mountain, and this is one of the most amazing stages in this game for me, and especially for this playthrough. This was the moment where not only do we get new moves, so I've got a new repertoire of awesome moves to play with, but you're going to get a lot of people coming at you in a lot of numbers, and this is where you need to learn to control crowds and understand not panicking and how to deal with people. Combine it all together, you get one of the more challenging videos of the series, but one that I had the most fun making. This beginning stuff, I got it like first to second attempt. It was pretty quick. I was really surprised. It was just nice. It came together really well, but it must be said, folks, I turned off Charge Punch for Rocket Upper, and I missed Charge Punch so much. The combo I'm using there as well at the beginning of my hit string is the Floating Butterfly, and I adore it because it's wonderful. See the little knee there, the cheeky knee? Oh, this was a fun video, guys. I had so much fun with this one. But all of this was fine. The next fight was a little trickier because it's awkward with the spawns, with the midget, with the girl, with the dude, with the weapon, and then the samurai guy, and I don't really know the samurai guy too well, so I'm just going to overwhelm him, because counter-hitting him seems to be really awkward because of the sword has bullshit range. And then the fight past that, which is just planet insanity, but so fun. So here's the first Mook. He's been upgraded, so it means it extends his basic combo, but all you have to do is play against him enough to understand where the new gaps are, where the counter hits wait for you, and then after a little while you'll see this guy turn up. You'll also notice the guard break that I'm using is that weird kind of thrusting punch, which is not necessarily bad, it's just goofy and it can be hard when you're used to a quick guard break. But here comes the dude with lumber, Rocket Upper knocks him up, into the Shoryu, into some combos, he's auto-recovering because he doesn't want anything to do with my new ensemble. There's the sweep, there's the bounce, up in the face, there's a beautiful reverse kick, which does incredible damage, it's like 38 damage that kick. So here's what I learnt from this video. The Rocket Upper and the 1-2 punch do not get the same measure of launch that the Charge Punch does on a counter hit. Those two moves I mentioned, when you counter hit with them, it puts them to just above Gene's head, and if you time it correctly you can get a launch. It does not put them into paramount launch, which is literally super above Gene, like the Charge Punch does. And it's a property that I didn't realise that they had. And I've done a little bit of experimenting with it, but nothing puts it as high as what you just saw then. Those moves, regardless of your timing, do not seem to put them as high as the Charge Punch does, which leads me to believe that the Charge Punch is the best launcher in the game, bar none, because those other ones just don't work the same. They launch well, and you can do cool things with them, but it is not the Charge Punch. The Charge Punch is just a different tier. And I really missed it for this video, but I'm glad I persevered. So here comes Sensei dude, who I'm going to show no mercy to because he's very dangerous. He's got a bunch of low attacks, he's got some vertical swipes, he's got all kinds of bad things. So I'm just going to bounce his tits off. And I believe, yeah, watch this guys, this is the hardest trick in the game. You see that? That is a fully charged axe kick into a prompt cancel. That is the closest in God Hand to, I'm not going to say frame perfect or like a one frame link, but it's pretty close. That is the most impressive trick you can do in the game. I think, anyway, because the timing on that is really strict. You don't control when it releases on its own time, and then you have to time the actual prompt cancel, so I was so happy I managed to get that in a video. And I think it looked cool as shit too, really, really nice. So, moving forward into the unknown, into the insanity that is about to welcome us. I took the sword, which I regretted, because every time I fucked this up I had to throw it away, and I fucked this up a lot, guys. This took a long time. This took maybe 40 minutes to get this. And I had 3 other attempts that were going beautifully, and then I got hit by bullshit. Like trades, enemies hitting through other enemies, stuff like that. And I think I shared it on a fail video, so you've already seen that footage. But I feel like the potential for this fight is incredible, but you have to get good luck, because if you don't get good luck, none of the enemies do what you want them to do. Like, there were times when I got perfect launches, perfect juggles, and everything looked beautiful, and then there were other times when I couldn't hit a single counter hit because everybody did things that don't work right. Because let's face it, if you time your attack as they approach you, if they pick their fast attack, you'll counter hit it every time. If they don't, you'll just hit them and get maybe a mini launch, or you'll trade, or you'll miss. So a lot of this can be a gamble. But this is where it kicks off. We do the flying knee to launch the mooks. We send them over there. Some of them died. Here's the 1-2 punch into the wonderful spinning Sobak kick, which is such a beautiful launcher. And then we've got this one guy. We launch him up. I was going to try and cancel that to knock him into the air, but I just kind of panicked. There's the knee. There's the second knee. Into the Shoryu. Into the Shoryu. Turn around. Into the launch, because I'm obsessed with that. It's stupid, but it looks good. And then we start fighting the Elite with his throwable, regrowable Mohawk, which makes perfect sense. You see that, though? That's the counter hit with the 1-2 punch. It's a little bit trickier to time because it's slower than Charge Punch, but if you've got your Charge Punch timings, you'll be good. Same with Rocket Upper. Ever so slower, same kind of windows. Works wonders. That should have been a pummel, but it gave me a suplex, and that made me super depressed, because so far this fight was going wonderfully. I was having a ton of fun, and I'm going to chuck a barrel at this dude. So there you go, barrel friend, and flying kick. And there you go, guys. That is the end of A Night on Bald Mountain. I think this level's called. Looks like nothing, doesn't it? Looks like it's an easy game, easy peasy. That does not come quick, guys. That was just a really good run where everything went my way and everything was landing. And I'm really happy that I got to share it with you. So thank you for watching, and you take care now.